nature of roots of quadratic equation. We know that x is equal to minus b plus root b square minus 4ac upon 2a. Also, x is equal to minus b minus b square minus 4ac upon 2a. When you look upon these two values, these parts are same. When you calculate the values of this thing, b square minus 4ac, this value will add to this result and it will subtract from here. So these two values differ. It all depends upon this value. B square minus 4ac decides the nature of the root. When we say nature of the root, it means the value b square minus 4ac will decide the nature. When it means to nature, the number system we have studied is real numbers. So we would like to see whether the result is going to be a real number or not. So what numbers are not real numbers? First of all, you have to understand that you don't have negative number under the radical sign. Number under square root cannot be negative to be a real number. अगर उसको real number होना है तो वो negative नहीं हो सकता. What it means? इसका मतलब यहाँ पे calculate किया हुआ number b square minus 4ac has to be greater than or equal to 0. इसका मतलब ये होता है कि ये जो रिजल्ट आएगा या तो पॉजिटिव नंबर होना चाहिए, 0 होगा तो भी चलेगा. So for the roots to be real, it has to have this condition. For real roots, कोई नंबर यहाँ कैलकुलेट होके नेगेटिव नहीं आ सकता. For what? For real number और real roots के लिए वो नेगेटिव नहीं आ सकता. So this portion is decider. We call it as discriminant. It is represented by D. Discriminant is a word coming from the discrimination among the two, which tells you how they differ, how they are similar, right? So the condition is on b square minus 4ac calculation. For the roots to be real, it has to be greater than या तो positive number या 0. So we have two conditions in that. Let us see if it is equal to 0. If this part is 0, so you can see that result reduces to x is equals to minus b by a, and the other value also reduces to minus b by 2a, not a, 2a, because this portion is 0, this portion is 0. So when 0 is added or 0 is subtracted from same thing, the results are same. So we can say in this condition, when b square minus 4ac is 0, roots are real and equal. But in the second case, if b square minus 4ac is positive, positive को ऐसे represent करते हैं greater than 0, when you say this result is positive, so something will be added to this result and something will be subtracted. So this means roots are real but unequal, बराबर नहीं है. So we have two conditions for this particular result. One is roots are real and equal. When the discriminant is 0, there is no discrimination. So simply they are equal. So if some discrimination is there, one will have some addition, another will have subtractions. So they are distinct. You can say distinct roots, different roots. What about the third condition? If it is negative, you will say they are not real, or you can say unreal roots. So the third condition is unreal. Find value of k if roots are real. In the case x square minus kx equals to 0. Solution: since roots are real, discriminant is greater than equal to 0. That is b square minus 4ac is greater than equal to 0. This implies minus k square, it is a coefficient, b is a coefficient of x, minus 4 into 1 into 8 is greater than equal to 0. So we deal this inequation, we can call it inequation, but when you solve, the inequation works somewhere similar as you do in equations. In equations, what you are doing, what you do on the left side, you do on the right side. Similarly over here, to maintain this relation, we do the same. So k square minus 32 greater than equal to 0, k square, you add 32 on both sides, and finally this is something where you have to make a decision. We know that square root of any number, it will give us positive and negative numbers. So here you have a result like this. But when you look into this result, it is somewhere you have to discuss this result, because when you take square root on both sides, this side also gives you positive and negative, right? So this is something which you have to understand. This concept is quite simple, but the final result we have to discuss, because inequalities we have not done in our previous classes. So let us see what to do here. So pay attention, not a difficult one. See, 4 results are coming. What kind of 4 results we have? Minus k is greater than equal to minus root 32. K is greater than minus root 32. This is one result. Then minus k is greater than positive 32, and then k is greater than 32. See, it is easy to discuss this one. K is greater than negative number. So forget what this number is. Just remember k is greater than a negative number, and if I say k is greater than the same value positive number, out of these two, I think this is sufficient to say, because if I say k is greater than this, it completes this also. So from these two, I will pick k is greater than root 32, and we need not to, it becomes meaningless. जब उतनी वैल्यू के पॉजिटिव से बड़ा है, so we have to neglect this. then if you look upon this result, this is quite interesting. We need to discuss this. If I say minus 2 is greater than 3, minus 3, that's correct. But if you cancel their signs, is it correct to say it is greater than? Whenever you divide the inequalities both sides by negative number, the inequality sign reverses. Minus 2 minus 3 se bada hai, that is correct. But when you cancel out their negatives, inequality changes, because we know that 3 is greater than 2. So looking into this result, we have to say k is less than 32. This result means exactly this, and this result means this, because when you change the sign, I told you when you divide the inequality changes, this result gives you this. So out of these two, अगर हम ये कहते हैं k एक नेगेटिव वैल्यू जो कि सेम पॉजिटिव वैल्यू से छोटा है, तो दिस मींस नथिंग. वो जब छोटी नेगेटिव वैल्यू से छोटा है, ऑब्वियस है कि वो इससे भी छोटा ही होगा. So we have to pick second value. So the final results are from this: k is greater than equal to the positive value and k is less than equal to negative value. So this is the final answer for the above question, so that this equation has real roots. इसका मतलब practically ये है कि रूट 32 से k की वैल्यू कोई भी बड़ी ले लो, या फिर k की अंडर रूट नेगेटिव 32 नेगेटिव रूट 32 से कोई भी छोटी वैल्यू ले लो और सॉल्व करो, यू विल गेट रियल रूट.